The porch light's on, it's late again. Old receipts on the counter, they tell where we've been. A faded photograph, a ticket stub in hand. Every little thing's part of our plan. We built this house from sweat and dreams, counted pennies in crowded rooms, with calloused hands and promises worn thin, fighting hard with every grin. But love's a ledger writing down proofs, not just days in sunshine, but the storms we moved. What love cost us, what we saved, in the silence after the long day's wait. Every fight and every smile, stacked like coins in a worn down pile. Ledgers of the heart, they balance out, with every loss and every doubt. Your worn out boots by the doorway stay, remind me of fights we'd let fade away. Coffee cups and well-worn jeans, history in our quiet scenes. We're richer now than we were before, not in gold but something more. What love cost us, what we saved, in the silence after the long day's wait. Every call and every night, words we lost and wrongs made right. Ledgers of the heart keep tally still, a balance made with iron will. Counting the nights we stayed awake, learning how much we both could take. In the quiet we found our way, the price of love we paid each day. What love cost us, what we saved, in the silence after the long day's wait. Every smile and every scar, tracing back to who we are. Ledgers of the heart, they never lie, in the truth beneath the sky. So here we stand as years unwind, with all the cost and all we find. Ledgers of the heart, clean and brave. What love cost us, what we saved. The night was long, the road was tough. Two hearts trying, but never enough. We met in the dust of a summer wind, learning the language where love begins. Your hand in mine, but the grip was tight. journey we were both willing to face. We were never easy, that's what they say. Like trying to catch the rain in a broken way. But even when the tides were strong, we found some peace just sometimes love's a worn out road, where every mile a heavy load. But in the silence, in the fight, we learn to hold on tight. We were never easy, but here we stand, weathered and worn, still hand in hand. Though the storms kept rolling on, we found our way by holding on. So here's to the nights when nothing's clear. We stayed the course through doubt and fear. The morning breaks, the sky's still gray, but there's a spark that won't fade away. I saw you walking down that crowded street, head held low, tired from defeat. Something caught my restless shine, hiding behind those worn out lines. You're holding on, just one more night, waiting for that moment to feel right. When your light returns like fireflies in June, burning soft and bright beneath the silver moon, I'll be standing here waiting by your side, 'cause I see hope in your eyes one more time. Coffee cups and morning talk, so memories scattered on worn out walks. But every dawn brings something new, like a melody I'm singing just for you. You're stronger now, been through the fight, still got that spark that makes it right. When your light returns like fireflies in June, burning soft and bright beneath the silver moon, I'll be standing here waiting by your side, 'cause I see hope in your eyes one more time. hands like fireflies in June, burning soft and bright beneath the silver moon. I'll be standing here waiting by your side, 'cause I see hope in your eyes one more time. The day has come, your heart beats strong, a brand new road where you belong. Soft winds carry the dust of yesterday. Old porch creaks under fading light. Coffee cups and worn out photos lay, memories folded in the hush of night. We started out with fire in our veins, promised skies no storm could shake. The steady rain wore through the chains, and cracks appeared in what we'd made. Sometimes love's a broken road where every step costs what we know. Yet here we stand, hearts half bared, learning how to stay when no one dared. This is the price of holding on, when sweet turns bitter but we're not gone. Hands worn rough but still entwined. What love cost us, we're still aligned. Late night talks turn quiet and slow, words like stones too heavy to throw. Still we're finding ways to grow, in cracks where all the wildflowers show. It's not the fairy tale we planned, more grit and grace than we had planned. Broken but not thrown away, finding light in shades of gray. This is the price of holding on, when sweet turns bitter but we're not gone. Hands worn rough but still entwined. What love cost us, we're still aligned. Some nights it's silence that we hear, but there's comfort in the near. Not all hearts stay perfect and new, but they learn to beat strong and true. This is the price of holding on, when sweet turns bitter but we're not gone. Hands worn rough but still entwined. What love cost us, we're still alive. So here beneath the endless sky, we find a way to stay alive. The cost was high, but in your eyes I see the whole spills through the cracked front door. Dust dances slow on the wooden floor. The old porch swing creaks with a memory of you and me, just where we used to be. You packed your bags but left behind the scent of rain on a summer pine. That faded photograph on the mantle stays, keeping time with a heart that wouldn't stray. Even though you walked away, some part of you decided to stay, like the warm sand in the autumn air. Love's fingerprints are lingering there. Love's never gone. The kitchen light burns just like before. Your laughter carved into each wooden door. Even the wind hums a quiet song of a love that stayed when you were gone. No goodbye could clear the air, no empty room, no vacant chair. The heart holds tight to stories told and walls that keep us from letting go. Holding on to yesterday where love won't let go. In every nook and corner though the nights grow colder and the years move on, in this old house, love's never gone. So I walk these halls with a bittersweet smile, knowing love's not just in presence, but in every mile. It's not fading, no, it's alive and true in every silent room. I find a piece of you, holding on to yesterday where love won't let go. In every nook and corner it's still hanging low. Though the nights grow colder and the years move on, in this old house, love's never gone. Yeah, love's never gone. No, it's still here strong. I saw the sun fall slow behind the hills. The colors bled into the field of daffodils. You stood there quiet, boots dusted in the lane. The air held the weight of the unsaid pain. under that porch where the old clock ticked. Your hands once warm, now cold and clipped. We spoke in glances, in pauses and sighs, as the sky stretched wide with no replies. The night was stretching its silver thread. You'd lift, but your footprints tread deep in the soil where the wild grass grew. I couldn't move on no matter what I knew. Under this wide waiting sky, love stayed stubborn, refused to say goodbye, holding on where the stars would lie. Two hearts tangled low and high, right here where the open winds fly. Love refused to leave under the same sky. Cold coffee cups and an empty chair. The memory of laughter still lingers in the air. You walked away, but came back each night like a stubborn flame flickering against the light. I tried to measure the space between where you are and where I've been, but some things time can't set free. Love's a stubborn roadside tree. Under this wide waiting sky, love stayed stubborn, refused to say goodbye, holding on where the stars would lie. Two hearts tangled low and high, right here where the open winds fly. Love refused to leave under the same sky. I trace the lines of your worn out boots, follow the path where silence roots. We're tied together by what's unsaid, by the things that live in what's been led. Under this wide waiting sky, love stayed stubborn, refused to say goodbye, holding on where the stars would lie. Two hearts tangled low and high, right here where the open winds fly. Love refused to leave under the same sky. So I'll wait here by the fading light, where love lingers deep into the night. Under this sky so broad and high, love refused to leave, refused to say goodbye. The night fell hard, like it always does, when words ran dry and neither one was enough. were standing at a crossroad, voices raised too high, chasing dreams that slipped through our hands like July sky. The porch light flickered, fading like our plans. Time forgot to listen when we needed a hand. But in the quiet moments, when the storm subsides, I found a little hope still hiding inside. When the tide turns back, bringing waves to our shore, we fight for the love we vowed to never ignore. Though the road's been rough and hearts felt the strain, I'm holding on to us, fighting through the pain. Remember those evenings under endless sky, laughing about nothing with stars in our eyes. The pictures on the mantle, the worn out floorboard creak, tell the story of a love that's more than just streaks. If we can trust this compass, even when it's torn, we can find the way back where our hearts were born. When the tide turns back, bringing waves to our shore, we fight for the love we vowed to never ignore. Though the road's been rough and hearts felt the strain, I'm holding on to us, fighting through the pain. No easy fix for broken days, but every scar tells how we brave. In every silence and every glance, there's a chance for us to dance. When the tide turns back, bringing waves to our shore, we fight for the love we vowed to never ignore. Though the road's been rough and hearts felt the strain, I'm holding on to us, fighting through the pain. So here's my hand through the storm and rain. When the tide turns back, I'll love you again. The old porch creaks beneath my feet, skies a canvas fading neat, late night talks and restless dreams. Life ain't always what it seems. You came with fire in your eyes, a storm that never went disguised. We danced around the mess inside, both stubborn hearts refused to hide. Every shout, every fight lit the air like city lights, tangled up in all we said. hopes and worn out youth. We held on tight, no time to doubt, learning what love's really about. Through the storms and loud goodbyes, found the strength beneath the cries. Not perfect, never planned, but we stood hand in hand. We were never easy when hope is loud, climbing mountains, lost in the clouds. Heartbeats racing, sky so proud. When hope won't stay quiet, it sings out loud. Some nights we'd crash like thunder, breaking free from all the blunder. But when the silence finally came, hope still sparkled just the same. We were never easy when hope is loud, climbing mountains, lost in the clouds. Heartbeats racing, sky so proud. When hope won't stay quiet, it sings out loud. So here we stand, scars and all, answering that restless call. Hope's a fire, bright and proud, never easy, but never bowed.
The sun dips low behind that old oak tree. I stand where we first met, just you and me. The river hums a tune that feels like home. In every twist and turn, I'm not alone. Your laughter's like a song I used to know, through dusty roads and fields where wildflowers grow. The morning light reveals your gentle smile, makes every broken mile seem worth the while. Storms have come and battered down the walls, but here I am, still standing through it all. Every doubt and fear I've walked right through, 'cause my heart keeps steady choosing you. I'm steady as a river flows, running wild where the warm wind blows. No matter where this road may bend, I'll keep on choosing you until the end. Remember nights beneath that endless sky, plans we made while fireflies danced nearby. Life's a winding trail, but with your hand in mine, every step feels true, one day at a time. Storms have come and battered down the walls, but here I am, still standing through it all. Every doubt and fear I've walked right through, 'cause my heart keeps Twilight paints the fields with amber hue. No, my promise is as true as morning dew. Through every turn, through thick and thin, this steady heart will always win. I'm steady as a river flows, running wild where the warm wind blows. No matter where this road may bend, I'll keep on choosing you until the end. Still steady as the river flows. Forever, darling, this I know. Morning breaks with hesitant light, coffee cups and conversations tight. We stand here on the porch steps warm, wondering if hearts can be reborn. You said the words that split the sky, somewhere between the truth and lie. Our footprints fading on the lane, the rain falling soft but washing pain. Yet in the silence, a roar begins, a stubborn tune beneath our skins. Hope's not quiet, it kicks and fights, turning long days into brighter nights. When quiet turns to shout and hearts won't give in, we're hanging on the line where goodbye meets begin. Though the road is rough and our eyes might cloud, there's a fire still burns when hope is loud. Evening set heavy, the air gets thin, words like rain on a worn out tin. But every crack lets a little light peeking through to claim the night. Between the silence, the battles, the bends, hope rings loud when the old world ends. It's messy, it's wild, but it's ours somehow, calling us back from the edge right now. When quiet turns to shout and hearts won't give in, we're hanging on the line where goodbye meets begin. Though the road is rough and our eyes might cloud, there's a fire still burns when hope is loud. it turns to shout, and hearts won't give in. We're hanging on the line where goodbye meets begin. Though the road is rough and our eyes might cloud, there's a fire still burns when hope is loud. So here we stand on this worn-out road with a little less fear and a heavier load. When hope speaks up, you better believe it's louder than silence we once conceived. Porch light flickers low, it's late again. Old boots by the door like they're waiting on wind. Coffee cups tell stories, half empty and warm. This house we built feels like it's kinda torn. You packed your bags last summer, said you needed space. I watched you walk, no running, just that slow grace. The rain on the window wrote your name in lines, and I'm learning how to wait without losing time. It's not about holding on too tight, it's about standing still in the fight. If the heart's still calling out your name, there's a way to love without the blame. Hold on to the hard places where love's tested true, where the road splits and you don't know what to do. If you still believe, there's a way to stay, there's a way to breathe. Hold on to the moments, even when it's gray. Learning how to stay, learning how to stay. Old photographs on the mantle, corners bent and torn. Every smile caught in time where the fight was born. But the silence in the hallway softer than before, and I'm finding strength in what we're fighting for. It's not about the perfect day, it's about the promise when words stray. If your heart still finds me in the crowd, then love's still a whisper, strong and proud. Hold on to the hard places where love's tested true, where the road splits and you don't know what to do. If you still believe, there's a way to stay, there's a way to breathe. Hold on to the moments, even when it's gray. Learning how to stay, learning how to stay. Sometimes love's a quiet battle in the eyes we share, in waiting rooms and late night talks, showing that you care. Every step and every fall's a lesson in disguise. If we lean into the pain, we find the truest pride.
steady now. Morning's coming slow. I'm learning how to stay, learning how to show.
Slow sparks fly from the burnt out street lights. Neon signs flicker, losing their fight. We're standing here with the world breaking down, finding pieces in the rubble of this town. Caught my hand through the crack window pane. Dusty roads like veins running wild with the rain. Sirens in the distance, a lullaby sharp. Still there's a fire burning soft in your heart. It ain't about the grand or the loud. It's quiet moments where hope's allowed in the wreckage, between the splinters and flames. That's where our kind of love remains. We're holding on in a world that's breaking. Two souls wide open, never faking. Between the cracks and the roaring blaze, love's the calm in these wild days. Broken windows, graffiti on the walls, stories told where the darkness falls. Your laughter cuts through the heavy smoke, a gentle fire, the sweetest joke. We're not the dreamers lost in the wind. We're finding light where the nights begin in the breaking. Under stars so wild, I see forever when I look at you, child. We're holding on in a world that's breaking. Two souls wide open, never faking. Between the cracks and the roaring blaze, love's the calm in these wild days. And when the world gets heavy and the nights stretch long, we find shelter in the silence where our hearts belong. We're holding on in a world that's breaking. Two souls wide open, never faking. Between the cracks and the roaring blaze, love's the calm in these wild days. Between the splinters and flames, that's where our love remains. milestones of a love that burned so bright. Lessons learned on long back roads beneath the fading light. You held your heart like a secret tucked beneath your skin. I reached out through the silence, hoping you'd let me in. The nights were full of questions, the morning steeped in pain. Learning how to stand back up each time we kissed the rain. Every tear that fell was a story we tell about fighting for a dream that sometimes just failed. Loving you was the bravest thing I ever did. Walking on a wire that wobbled but never slid. You taught me how to hold on and how to let go slow. Brave hearts don't always win, but they sure know how to grow. Remember that summer evening under open skies so wide. Your laughter was a fire lighting up the countryside. But storms rolled in too quickly and skies turned steel gray. Still I stayed by your side even when the colors drained away. Every stumble was a lesson wrapped in the dark, and every scar a map back to where we left our mark. Loving you was the bravest thing I ever did. Walking on a wire that wobbled but never slid. You taught me how to hold on and how to let go slow. Brave hearts don't always win, but they sure know how to grow. So here's to the roads we traveled, the tears we wouldn't hide, to the strength found in breaking and the hope we kept alive. Loving you was the bravest thing I ever did. Walking on a wire that wobbled but never slid. You taught me how to hold on and how to let go slow. Brave hearts don't always win, but they sure know how to grow. Now the quiet's kinder, the past a gentle friend. Loving you is courage from start right to the end. I woke up this morning with a worn out tune, a song that's carried me from June to June. It's tangled in the strings, humming soft and strong, like a story I've been singing all along. Down the dusty road where the wildflowers grow, every step I take I hear the name I know. In the crackling fire and the summer rain, your name's in the breeze, calling out my name. It's not just a word, it's my morning
but you're never there. It's carved in the knotholes of the old oak tree, a quiet reminder that you're part of me. When the night slows down and the world's asleep, your name still runs through the secrets I keep. Your name's the melody in this lonesome song, the trail I follow when the road feels long. Underneath the same wide open sky, your name's the reason I keep walking by. Maybe someday the sun will fade away, but until then it's here to stay. A simple tune with a heavy heart. Your name's the place where every story starts. Your name's the melody in this lonesome song, the trail I follow when the road feels long. Underneath the same wide open sky, your name's the reason I keep walking by. So I'll keep singing through the nights and days. Your name's the light that guides my way.
The sky was burning red that night. The world felt strange and wide. Streetlights flickered with the heat, and everything inside was shifting in the quiet moments between the roaring rain. When the flames built our story, rewriting all the pain. I found you in the chaos beneath the smoky moon. Hands were trembling but steady, singing an old familiar tune. The streets were cracked and restless, but your eyes held steady ground, like a country road unpaved, where safe hearts can be found. We didn't know the ending, just that we'd stand the fire. Every moment burning brighter, fueled by deep desire. When everything was changing and the night was burning wide, we held on to each other like a story in a child's smile. Through the smoke and ruin, where the old world fell apart, we found love on shifting ground, a beating, fearless heart. The car slowed down to silence. The air was thick and tight, but your laughter cut the tension like a beacon, warm and bright. We built a fire from the rubble, words like logs stacked high, singing songs of hope and freedom beneath an uncertain sky. No promises of easy roads, just the courage
And maybe tomorrow's uncertain, the fire might still roam, but in your arms I find a place, a sturdy kind of home. The world may turn and tremble, but this bond will never tire, because love grows strongest always when faced with blazing fire. When everything was changing and the night was burning wild, we held on to each other like a story in a child's smile. Through the smoke and ruin, where the old world fell apart, we found love on shifting ground, a beating, fearless heart. The sky may still be changing, but together we remain, writing chapters through the fire, standing in the rain. Lights burning low through the haze of smoking time. Coffee's on the counter, but your chair's still empty, mine. I watch the seasons change on our cracked front steps, rusty screen door swinging with the weight of kept regrets. You packed your bags just like you said you would, but the silence in the house tells me you never really left for good. Every corner holds a memory, every room a sign, like your boots beside the bed, they're frozen in a line. Stayed when it shouldn't, lingered like a song unsung. You're the winter in my meadow, the lost unspoken tongue. Though the days moved on around us, you're the story I can't rewrite. Stayed when it shouldn't, holding on through every fight. There's a picture on the mantle, dust settling slow, your smile caught in a moment from somewhere far I know. I pour another whiskey, try to chase the truth away, but your shadow moves in corners, colors every day. Every laugh sounds hollow now, echoing in halls. Can't shake the feeling, hope's the last thing that still calls. Stayed when it shouldn't, lingered like a song unsung. You're the winter in Torchlight flickers faintly, but here I stand alone, with love that stayed when it should have gone. Sometimes I find myself walking these old roads where your laugh still colors the afternoon light. The porch swing is just waiting with the paint worn thin, like the stories we told that never felt quite right. You left your boots by the door, still dusty from the rain, and I traced every line where your fingertips might have been. That faded photograph on the mantel's gathering dust, but something pulls me back, girl, to where we began. There's a crooked line between letting go and pulling close. Every step away just feels like one more too many. Here I am, falling back into us again, picking up the pieces of the love you left behind. It's a slow dance on a gravel floor, still choosing you like the first time I called your name. Your Sunday dress hanging on the chair, untouched but alive. The scent of summer rain and wildflowers in the air. I swear I can hear your voice through the crack of the old front door, saying take your time, it's okay to stay right here. My heart's a map with too many roads leading back to you, every mile lost in the memory of what we knew. Here I am, falling back into us again, picking up the pieces of the love you left behind. It's a slow dance on a gravel floor, still choosing you like the first time I called your name. No lightning strike, no grand reveal, just quiet moments shared, where the past and future blend and all the missing pieces fit. I'm not moving on, just moving closer to the truth, that after every ending there's a place to start anew. Here I am, falling back into us again, picking up the pieces of the love you left behind. It's a slow dance on a gravel floor, still choosing you, and I'll do it every time. Still choosing you in the quiet after midnight. Dust settles on the city streets. Neon lights flicker, but the night still breathes. Cracks in the pavement where the wildflowers grow. Our story's written where no one dares to go. We met in a quiet cafe off the beaten track. Your worn out boots tapping, a gentle laugh. Outside sirens howl, the world's burning in fights. But you reached out your hand, pulled me into the light. Cars blaze by in a rush of smoke and noise. But here in this moment, it's just you and me, finding pieces of calm in the chaos and heat. Sparks beneath the ashes, we're holding on tight, finding love in the cracks where no one sees the light. Though the ground's unsettled and the sky's burning red, we're planting our roots where others might have fled. Morning breaks with the hum of broken dreams. Graffiti walls tell stories, silent screams. Put your hand in mine is a promise, steady and sure. In a world on fire, love's the only cure. Sirens fade into distant, restless song. And in this moment, where everything feels wrong, we build a fire no wind can ever prolong. Sparks beneath the ashes, we're holding on tight, finding love in the cracks where no one sees the light. Though the ground's unsettled and the sky's burning red, we're planting our roots where others might have fled. Between concrete and chaos, where hope's hard to find, your eyes tell a story of a heart unconfined. With every breath, every step, breaking through the haze, we dance through the ruins, rewriting our days. Sparks beneath the ashes, we're holding on tight, finding love in the cracks where no one sees the light. Though the ground's unsettled and the sky's burning red, we're planting our roots where others might have fled. So here we stand, where the fire once cracked, holding fast to the love we found between the cracks. Night we met under that fading neon light. You
smiled and suddenly the world felt right. Quiet bravery in your eyes, I couldn't hide. Loving you was the bravest thing, with you by my side. We walked those dusty roads where the wildflowers grow, holding hands like nothing would ever let go. Every laugh, every tear made a story to tell, of two hearts learning how to live and how to fail. No promises written, no grand designs, just your hand finding mine through all the lines. The fear of falling was big and wide, but loving you was the bravest thing to decide. Oh, with every step through storms and skies, we faced the world with no disguise. In a sea of doubt, you were my guide. Loving you was the bravest thing when we chose each other to ride. Morning coffee tastes sweeter when you're near. The roads less traveled, we learn to steer. Through quiet fights and whispered apologies, our love grew strong in those ordinary centuries. No fairy tales, just honest belief, learning what real love means to be. Side by side, no need to hide. Loving you was the bravest thing when we stood with pride. Oh, with every step through storms and skies, we faced the world with no disguise. In a sea of doubt, you were my guide. Loving you was the bravest thing when we chose each other to ride. And if the road gets rough and the skies turn gray, I'll hold you close and never drift away. For all the fights and all the tears we've cried, the brave hearts win when love's on their side. Oh, with every step through storms and skies, we faced the world with no disguise. In a sea of doubt, you were my guide. Loving you was the bravest thing when we chose each other to ride. So here's to us, to what we've become, a fearless love that can't be undone. Loving you was the bravest thing, my bride. Forever grateful we chose love as our guide. The sun peeks through the cloudy veil, Kisses moaning on the hill, your hand finds mine, fingers entwine. This quiet moment feels so real. We walked 1,000 winding roads, some led us lost, some led us home. Dusty boots, worn out hearts, but in your eyes I found a spark. Like fireflies beneath the pine, lighting up this tangled life. And when the storms began to roar, I saw the truth I'd been waiting for. Your steady gaze held a shining flame, a beacon calling out my name. There's hope in your eyes, a spark that never dies, holding on through the night toward the morning light. When the weight of the world feels tough, in your arms I find enough, where light begins to grow. That's where I call home. Side by side we face the hills, sometimes gentle, sometimes steep. The creek may rise, the wind may howl, but in this fight it's you and me. Your laugh cuts through the coldest rain, a melody that soothes the pain. No map to show this path ahead, but with your heart I'm not misled. Through tangled woods or open plains, your smile breaks through all the chains. There's hope in your eyes, a spark that never dies, holding on through the night toward the morning light. When the weight of the world feels tough, in your arms I find enough, where light begins to grow. That's where I call home. And even when the night seems dark, your courage leaves its mark, like the first dawn's golden glow, pulling me where I need to go. There's hope in your eyes, a spark that never dies, holding on through the night toward the morning light. When the weight of the world feels tough, in your arms I find enough, where light begins to grow. That's where I call home. In your eyes, the journey's clear, a place where love conquers fear.